Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Oh, I'm going to revisit an old friend, and it is my Rolodex cards. I had a gal ask me the other day in a comment if I was not doing the Rolodex cards anymore. It would appear that way, wouldn't it? I've just been trying to catch up. I am behind on a lot of my little projects here, so just bear with me. I haven't gotten around to a lot of things, but I am trying to. I was just looking at a book over here because I wanted to show you where I got some of my little pieces today. But I am trying to get caught up, and yes, it has been a while since the Rolodex cards. The last one I did, obviously, this is it right here, and it must have been for Easter because we have that sweet little rabbit. So, you know, yes, it has been a while, and I do want to revisit this because I do enjoy creating these. So let's get started. Thank you for joining me today at my table. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe, go back and take a look, do a little window shopping. You can see what I do. But I would love to have you join my little community here. And for those returning, thank you. I always love your comments. You just leave the best comments for me. I love how you share your life with me and your memories. So thank you. A lot of people don't like to do that. And I can understand. Sometimes I wonder if I babble too much on here about my family and such. But you know, I like to share. I just like to reminisce and talk about some old stories and how I grew up and, you know, the music I like, the things I like to do. And a big thank you to my patrons over on my Patreon channel. So, okay, let's get started. All right, the first thing I used things to cut out and collage. I used this book here, and that's where I got my gal. I love this gal, Girl with a Pearl Earring. I read the book. I watched the movie. This is a book I could read over and over and over again. So I wanted to clip her out and use her. I also got the seashell out of the extraordinary things to cut out and collage with. Let's see, what else did I get? I'm using my vintage postage stamps of the Netherlands. And I think that's I was trying to find something out of this magazine, this cut and paste book, but I couldn't really find anything in here. I guess I could have used that typewriter, but the typewriter really didn't go with the Girl with the Pearl Earring because that was all about painting. And this here, it didn't come out the greatest. This is from Collage Soup. I had to work with my printer this morning because these lines were through it, so I had to clean the print heads. And this is on copy paper, but I didn't realize when I downloaded the prints and the ebooks and such from Collage Soup, they come as a PDF and they don't come as a JPEG. And I like, when I download something, I want the JPEG because I can manipulate when I hit the print button, I can manipulate if it's photo paper, you know, it has different types of paper sizes. If it's a PDF, if it's a straight PDF, I can't do that. I hit the print button. I can't put in there that it's photo paper or presentation paper. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore because I like to make sure that whatever is going out on my expensive presentation paper, especially my photo paper, that it comes out properly. And I asked my son if I could manipulate it to a JPEG and he wanted me to drag the image over into my Photoshop. Well, it won't even allow me to put that image into Photoshop. So then when I print it, I can put in there, you know, presentation paper or photo paper. So these were free and the ebooks were only 99 cents. So if I had paid, you know, $14 or $10 for something like this, I'd be very, very upset. So that's one thing that maybe you haven't thought about when you do a download or you get free downloads. It's just my preference to be in a JPEG. You can do more with it. But if it's PDF, it's a straight file. And like this one, I can't convert it and work with it. So I'm a little disappointed in that arena. But these came out good enough, you know, just to use as background. But again, I couldn't put these on photo paper. I couldn't say it was photo paper. So that's where the disappointment comes in. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is just, I'll purchase, if I want a book, I'll purchase a book and then I can copy it. And then once I copy it and get it on my printer, then I can manipulate it however I want. I can throw it into Photoshop or, you know, change it over to photo paper. So just be careful of that. Might be something you haven't thought of. And I'm going to take this one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip and tear and do a little collage on my Rolodex card. Using these. Oh, let's see here. So I hope everyone is doing well today. It's a rainy day here. I don't like the way that ripped. And it looks like the rain is letting up a little bit. But it poured this morning. Oh, and I hear a little motor scooter. My fertilizer guy has arrived. And I didn't know you could fertilize in the rain, but I guess you can. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I want this up like this. I'm going to put these like this, and then I will cut around it. Get out an old. Yesterday I had a good, I have a paper, yeah, I've got a paper diary, calendar. I have a old-fashioned date book. It's not old-fashioned, but it's, I'll use my phone to mark an appointment down when I'm at, say like I'm at the doctor's or whatever. But then after that, I come home and I have a happy planner. And I like to put my stickers in it, but I hadn't done anything for the whole month of March. I hadn't gotten my stickers in there or anything like that. So I wasn't feeling real good yesterday. I was very lightheaded, and that's never happened to me before. I would stand up, and boy, I would be like, whoa, what is going on? So I decided to sit down. It was very hot yesterday, and I knew I had enough to drink, so that wasn't the issue, but I was just off yesterday. So I sat down at my desk. It was bills. I had to take care of my bills, and I had to load everything into my computer. I have a software thing to, you know, load my receipts in and keep track of all that. So I just hung out in kind of in the house. We didn't turn the air on until we went to bed last night because it got humid. It got very humid. And both of the girls slept downstairs with me last night. They got the zoomies after we got home, and they were just really rambunctious. Let me do this. I want to do it that way. I can't really see. And Bella got overheated. And the downstairs bedroom is really, really cool. So I took her in there with me. And of course, both girls wanted to get up on the bed. And they're just too big. I can't sleep good. And it's funny, during the weeknights, I sleep downstairs in the guest room because we just decided that after my husband had his hip surgery and I had my foot surgery, you know, he was upstairs, I was downstairs, and then there was a point with his hip, he was down and I was up. We sleep better, and he has so much to do during the week with work. He doesn't sleep all that good, and he knows how much I have to do. So the weeknights, we were in separate rooms, which is fine with me. So, all right, so this one here is going to be the one with the girl with the pearl earring, because I just think the blues are really pretty. Just gonna snip this a little bit, make it rounded. Okay. And I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I could do it a couple different ways. I haven't really planned out yet. I don't really want to cover this up now. I like a little bit of this. See, what I was originally going to do, I was going to have it like this, but then I would cover up that really pretty pink. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try some different things here. I do like this coming out. See, I shouldn't worry about the background paper, right? Because that's not the focal point. That is not the focal point. Could put her like that. And then the stamps. Put one down there. And I don't necessarily have to use all of them either. And I don't think this orange is going to go. We're going to put that back. Maybe what I could do is doodle around this a little bit. These here, doodle on the background a bit, and maybe I could use my, my Copic pen, my white one maybe. Or I have this whiteout. I have that whiteout one. Maybe I could just do, I think I've got my gold too. Maybe I should just doodle a little bit. I have my gold, which might be kind of nice because we have the gold here. And I could, this is a jelly roll. Is this white? Let's see here. Go on the back of this. This works. Yeah, this is a little white pen. This must be, oh, no, that's white. Illustrated Faith. Okay, that's black, and I think this is black. And then the gold, let's see here. I don't know if I could use the gold. I could put some gold on this here, on this blue. And then maybe I could just put the gold, gold over here. That would add a little something to it. Without overdoing it. Where's the... I'm going to do the gold up here too. I think it just needs a little sparkle. Yeah, I think that's good. I don't want to overdo it. Just a little enhancement. And let's get this down. Isn't that funny? After I've done all that, I noticed that little red dot. I'm going to move that up here because I don't want that red. Isn't that funny? That bright orange. Not moving that, not after I use my art glitter cement. Right about there. And we'll get her cut. I'm going to do 2 today because this is going to kind of be, this is going to be a little short. There. And then I just take this. To glue that down. There we go. There. Leave that little bit of overhang because it will be going in and out. All right, so we have that there. And then we're just going to add the stamp. I don't really want to put, I couldn't now anyways if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to put that stamp over here because I like that blue. I'm just going to add this over here, and I'm gonna say that it's good. Maybe I will put it over here though. I think I'll do that. I'm going to do 2. God, my hands are like slippery today. I had yesterday, I had Lou come up from the office and he mowed I'll tell you in a minute. I just want to get this done. Isn't that pretty? I think that is just really pretty. I'm going to put my mood on the back of this in just a minute. After I get my other one done. But see, just that little tiny bit of little extra gold is all that it needed, because it's just a pretty background too. If you haven't read the book, Girl with the Pearl Earring, you should. It's a lovely book. It's very, very nice. So, okay, so this one is done. We're going to set this over here. All right, and then this next one is going to be this gal here. Don't ask me where I got her. I think this might be a red lead paper works. These might have come on a sheet. They might have these in their shop. And then all of these here came from In the Ink. And I've talked about her quite a bit. And these are just little tiny ephemera sheets. You can find her. I need to write it down because every time I tell you folks that, oh, I'll leave it in my description, I'll put the link in there, I always forget. I am so bad at that. But Susan Gazeway taught me something the other day, because I had to chuckle at Susan. She was doing a collage. She might have been doing the bird collage. And she had to think a minute to say which collage it was. And it made me giggle because that girl, I don't know if you've seen Susan's channel. She does so much. Susan, I don't know how you do keep everything straight. I really don't know how you do it. But she's told me in a comment that if she, how did she word it? Something like her forgetfulness is her charm. So I replied back, I says, well, I've got a whole heck of a lot of charm because I am constantly forgetting, um, whether it be, where I put something or to put something in a description. So I'm going to write down on here, I'm going to put on here for you, in the ink, and then red lead is the lady. And then I will put down also extraordinary things to cut. And I think that's it. Yeah. So I'll put those links in the description. I'm going to put them right over by my computer, so when I edit, they'll be there. So I'm going to cut her down a little bit more. And as I was saying, I had Lou come up and mow yesterday because my guy Alex wanted to come and fertilize the lawns. And I said to Lou, do the weed whacking first. I said, I'd like to try to do something with you today. I said, if you do get the weed whacking done, I could help you out a little bit. Well, I didn't, because I said, you know what? I'm going to chance it. I'm going to mess up my foot again and leave well enough alone, Barbie, and just go in the house and do something else. So that's what I did. But I was in my mule. I have a Kawasaki mule. And I brought some things down to the dumpster and down to my shed to put away from winter. And I got thinking, and I said, oh boy. I said, you know what? I said, I bet I need to get up there really quick and tell Lou not to weed whack. I've got a beautiful, huge urn out, a huge planter out in front. My husband got it for me for our anniversary one year. It's like 3 feet in diameter. Might be a little bit bigger than that, maybe 4 feet in diameter. And it's a beautiful blue, deep blue. It's got ridges all on the side. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't want him weed whacking around that. Well, sure as you know what, I came up and he had weed whacked around the whole thing. And I thought, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is why you can't have anything nice. And it's like, oh, good heavens. And he's been mowing here for how many years, helping me? You'd think that he would know. But no. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to close my eyes, go in the house, and just let it be. But I told my husband last night that I really think I'm going to, I don't know if I want this color or a different color. I think the pink would be nice. I'm not going to do all the mowing this year. I can't anymore. It's too much. So I told my husband I think I will do the front lawn. And then I'm just going to let Lou do the rest. I just can't do it. All right, and then I'm going to do the same here because this is going to cover up quite a bit more than the other one. So it doesn't really matter how I put these down. But I think these colors here will be lovely. I could have gone with a black and white, but I want these images to stand out a little bit more. And there's this red right here, so I think these will be best. And maybe I'll do it this way. And because these are dark, I don't think I will, distress those. I'll just go around the side like I did for the other one. Okay. There, okay, there's that one. We'll get this cut. I remember on one of these I forgot to cut them, and then I put my image down on the front, and I had to, you know, cut some of it off. So I'm really cognizant and try to remember to get this cut first. Does anybody have any plans for Mother's Day this weekend? My husband, you know, when the boys were growing up, he always, you know, did all the planning and everything, and he thinks it's a big deal. To me, it's not a big deal. I mean, for me, every day is Mother's Day because I have such wonderful boys, and I'm truly blessed that they really are good kids. Men, they're 26 years old now. They're not kids. They'll always be kids. They'll always be my kids. But they're grown men. Sometimes I wish they'd act more like grown men, but yeah, you know, my husband's like, well, you know, what are you going to do for your mother? I go, Mike, let him be. Just stop it. I said, all I want to do is I just want to hang with the boys. We'll do something. I don't want to go out to eat anywhere. We can have a much nicer dinner at home. But I'd like to have a nice big Sunday brunch. It's been a long time since we've done any type of brunch. So I think maybe that's what I'll plan. So I'd love to hear what you all are doing, what you might be doing. And then again, I don't know if I'm going to do anything on the background here. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put these little items. I just cut them out. I don't think her hat, maybe I can put her there. I could move her over a little bit. I kind of like this coming up around her hat. That's kind of fun. Didn't plan that. I could put that there like that. I did want to use this. This I would have to darken up because I only cut around this a little bit. Maybe I won't use this. I never know what to do really with these little pieces that have these little filigree things on the end or around them like that. I don't think I'm going to use that. Don't like it. I don't know. I don't want to use too much where I don't like to junk things up. But again, I feel like there should be a little something. And again, maybe all I need is just to enhance it again with the gold. I don't want to use the black. So maybe I'll just use the gold again. Give it that little sparkle. Sometimes when we do a collage, we think that more is better. And that's not always the case. And is that, yeah, that will all be covered up there. Maybe I'll just add a little bit up here. I do like this gold pen. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do with her. So we're going to get, now do I want this little thing to be in front of her or behind her, the little ticket? I want that little ticket to be behind her. So we'll get this down. All right, we'll put that there. And then we will get little Miss Lizzie on here. Doesn't she look like a little Lizzie? Little Miss Lizzie. There, I'll put her right there. We'll get that clipped. There, I think that's good. I think those are pretty. I think those are pretty. Okay, I'm going to go get my little stamp set, and then I will stamp my mood on the back. All right, so I stamped the backs. That came out funny. And I have these little letter stamps. They're typewriter stamps, and I got them from someone else. Not sure where they got them. I think it's like a illustrated. They were from Illustrated Faith, but they don't make them anymore. And I just used my vintage photo die. So my mood today is on the back of the girl with the pearl earring. I put tired because I am tired. I don't know why. I am a bit tired today. So it's a good day for me to throw in a load of laundry. I think I'm going to bake some chocolate chip cookies. I got some new gluten-free flour from King Arthur. So I'm going to make them for my son and the rest of the family. And I'm probably going to try to tackle a bathroom. Lots of times when I'm tired, I'll clean. I'll poke around and clean and dust and do everything I don't like to do. And then this one here, this sweet little gal, I put neutral because that is another type of mood I'm in today. I'm unconcerned about anything. Unconcerted, I guess is what you're supposed to say. Johnny was unconcerted with this situation. Yeah, I'm just not really concerned about anything today. Don't bring me, family can't bring me any problems today, or just neutral and tired. So that is it. I think these came out really, really pretty. And again, when you do a collage, you don't have to load it all up with a lot of stuff. You can just enhance the background paper, add a couple different things. This is a different one because usually I will work in odds and I have evens on this one, but I think because of the background, it worked out really well. And the same thing here. I mean, 2, 4, 5. There's 5 items here, but in actuality, I only added 2 items. So that is my little Rolodex cards. And I hope you liked them this time around. And once I get making them again, I realize how fun they are. So get out your Rolodexes and have some fun. Take care of that old friend that you've been ignoring for a while. So I want to thank everyone for joining me at my craft table today. Have a great rest of your week. Today is Thursday. You've got Friday and then the weekend. All right, everybody. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.